Alrighty. Welcome back, folks. Roth here. So you can get things started. Hello, welcome back. Woo! I feel like the cam is a little bit too brightened. I think we're going to start off a little bit different tonight. We're revisiting a all-time classic, as you can see from a partial of my desk view. So you can adjust the brightness here a little bit. Alright. I feel like I could swap to like the actual cam before we start our game tonight, because I want to show a little piece of history. Whoop. Man, I feel like the cam's not cooperating correctly here. Alright, I gotta disable this camera here on this source first and then swap over, I think. There we go. Alright. Ooh. Now I gotta readjust the lighting again. Yeah, there may be some technical difficulties as I'm doing this, but I wanted to show my childhood copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's what we're going to be playing tonight, but not necessarily the original N64 version, but the possibly the Switch version. So Switch version is the digital release that was re-released for the Switch Online Plus expansion. I'm trying to find the camera setting for this. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I don't know, I feel like the brightness is okay, but maybe this one is a little bit better. Not sure. We'll go back here real quick and readjust this. Yeah, we're kind of doing this on the fly. So yeah, this is my childhood Nintendo 64 copy of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Got it way back when, I think around like early 1999, I want to say. Even though the game released in 1998, like towards the Q4 of 1998, if I recall. My first dosage playing this particular game was when my uncle came over. They live in Providence, and they came over to hang out for the weekend. And they had the gold edition, collector's gold edition, that you had to pre-order to get. And oh man, I had a blast with that. Like, we both had a blast. I think we were still tackling the ice or water temple. I think it was the water temple. And we got to the point where we fought Dark Link, Evil Link, whichever they call it in that iteration. Such an epic moment, you know, all-time highlights of this entry. So even before, you know, having our first dibs on the first 3D Zelda on the brand new Nintendo system at the time, I was already a fan of A Link Between, not Link Between Worlds, but A Link to the Past. I keep calling it Link Between Worlds because that's also another similar game to Link to the Past, which we completed the replay of a couple weeks ago. So there is a shining playlist of that. I do have a playlist for some of the past streams for Zelda as of 2023. Let's see if I can bring out a command real quick. There you go. Hopefully that pops up for the YouTube side too. If not, let me see if I can type it down for YouTube side, just in case. And yeah, tonight we're going to be starting at Ocarina of Time on stream for the first time. It's been literally over a decade, or two decades even, if you want to count the actual cartridge. There's my actual cartridge over there. It's already out of the box. But I do intend to keep my original copies in the plastic, and this game was probably one of the first N64 games that I got. along with Wave Race and Pokemon Snap. I forget which one was first. I think it was Wave Race that was first, and then came around the time when I started purchasing my own games. You know, doing you know, chores and you know, winning contests. And I think I specifically remember winning our school art contest and getting a Toys R Us gift certificate, I think. And then I used that certificate to purchase this copy. I think. I don't remember. But apparently this one was bought from Electronic Boutique. And it was $59.99 back then, as you can see from the tag. Another thing I also remember is that I may have given money to a friend, classmate, at that time, and he and his brother was gonna head to, you know, the mall to pick up the game, and he was one of the other classmates that was also a fan of the Zelda series, and it was his first Zelda game at that time. So this is like, you know, late 90s. We were in middle school. So I gave him the money, you know, and then we had the same homeroom too. So homeroom is the morning classrooms before we actually head to our academic, you know, classrooms and stuff. Hey there, yeah. Welcome in. So yeah, the next day, you know, he got it brought to school. I remember him opening his backpack and just handing it to me, and, you know, brand new sealed copy, Ocarina of Time. Because I didn't have my own copy back then yet. I only got to play the you know, the gold edition that my uncle had, and we had a blast with it that weekend. But anyways, we'll probably do like a little re-unboxing of this. This is my childhood copy. Kept it in great condition because, you know, or I guess almost great condition, but, you know, see some creases. But yeah, I try to keep it in the best condition I could, you know, all these years. But yeah, it is how it is currently, and it's a shame that I only had the gray cart, because that's all that was available back then. Unless you were lucky enough to, you know, pre-order it and get the gold one. I just realized I didn't have to bring the plastic out, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this part out, the side. I also gotta be really careful because, you know, I don't want to cause any more creases. The box pretty much is gold colored, as you see. And, you know, Zelda games or Zelda packaging in general tends to be gold, or something to do with gold, you know? The cartridges for the NES games were in gold, really shiny gold, and to this day I still remember going over a friend's house in middle school to play his copy of the NES Zelda games. Alright, let's take a look at the manual here. This is the instruction booklet. Even this here is kept in great condition because I would usually just keep them in the boxes. Rarely do I bring them out, but I kind of want to sift through this real quick before, you know, we dive in. Closer look here. Let me see if you can focus this, because I think the autofocus is not all that great. Yeah, I think right here, this angle is nice, or this this distance. NUS and then NZLE USA, or U for I guess USA in general. There's the logo for Ocarina of Time. Love the font usage. I also have the soundtrack for this game. I think, if I recall, they offered it during Nintendo Power. There's the official seal of quality, Nintendo seal of quality. They swapped it to official Nintendo seal, so they removed the of quality part in later releases. Thank you for selecting The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time game pack for the Nintendo 64 system. Please read the instruction booklet thoroughly to ensure maximum enjoyment of your new game. Keep this instruction booklet and warranty information in a safe place for future reference. Yeah, we are well into the future now. Probably about like 25 years, right? Oh, that's right. Isn't this year the 25th year anniversary of this game? Man, I'll have to double check on that. It should be somewhere around 25 years, right? There's the I'm forgetting my vocabs now, but table of contents, yeah. Table of contents. We'll probably flip through this, quickly. I just want to see some of the art and how the instruction booklet would look like in the original, because I haven't looked through this in a long time. And for controller. And, this is something that we don't often see much anymore, the game manuals. So, unless you own the Wii Virtual Console version or the Wii U Virtual Console version of these games, you would see the manual. Otherwise, I think you would have to download them. If there's a digital manual available, there would be a website, and I totally forgot to look that up to see if there's any links for that. But I could probably do a quick search and find it. Rumble Pack. Right, so this was the Zelda game that is also compatible with the Rumble Pack. Ooh, a little excerpt of the story. A long time ago, before life began, before the world had formed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaotic land of Hyrule. They were Din, the goddess of power, Neiru, the goddess of wisdom, and Furor, the goddess of courage. So, as I was playing Tears of the Kingdom, I rode on that one dragon that I thought was the name Neiru, and that would refer to this goddess here, one of the 3 goddesses of, Ocarina of Time. So the goddess of wisdom, and then there's Din. So some of the powers that you get in this game, you get the Din Fire. It explains some of those powers from some of the goddesses here. Because I specifically remember Din's Fire for sure. I forgot what the others did, but once we jump into this game, we'll find out. So I'm not going to read this entire thing. I'm just going to, show the text and the art a little bit. Once this will all get archived to YouTube, by the way. And once it does, I'll time code it so that folks can, fast forward this manual section, and if they want to see, they can jump into the gameplay within the next like half hour or so. I feel like this would take a little while just to get through, because the booklet itself is it's like that many pages, but oh my gosh, it's filled with like art and stuff, and I feel like I feel like it's important to like look through this and stuff. I feel like back in like middle school, I used to also have the tunes, the Ocarina tunes. There's an issue of Nintendo Power that would include all the tunes that you could play on the Ocarina, like official tunes that you unlock in game. And there's a little insert of that I use for my binder. Those 3 ring binders. Oh, Talon and Ingo. These are I think these 2 characters were designed by Shigeru Miyamoto, and yeah, they came out looking like Mario and Luigi. And of course, everyone who had played this game back in the day, like, oh yeah, look, this guy looks like Mario, this guy looks like Luigi. And even now, they still look like Mario and Luigi. But I think it was not the intention, but it just came out that way when Miyamoto came out with these designs. Because I think he was hired to design the characters for the farm, Lon Ranch, and then yeah, these 2 just came out looking like that. It was later referenced in Twilight Princess, if I recall. But it's been a while since I played that. Drunia from Goron Village, or Goron City. There's Azora. Some iconic races. And there's the map as well. Get Lon Ranch in the middle, Hyrule Field, Hyrule Castle, Death Mountain at the top. Although Princess Zelda's dress is like covering it. That's young Zelda, by the way. Let me see, Zora's Domain, Lost Woods, Kokiri Forest, Lake Hylia, and then of course Gerudo Valley. A little bit of lore in this one, where we find that Ganondorf was like the king ruling Gerudo Valley, or like, yeah, it was like pretty much the Gerudo Valley king or something like that. And then, you know, he makes his way over to Hyrule Castle to try to, you know, take over and stuff. Kokiri people. Saria is like, yeah, they even show the description. Link's lifelong friend. And she would give him the wooden ocarina once he starts his quest. So once we hop in, you know, we get the iconic "Wake up, Link, wake up." There's the starting screen. What is a file? Wow, they go into detail, like what is a file even? No, I want to boot up the my old N64 cartridge, but I just couldn't get the N64 to boot up properly, so it's one of those cases. It was working fine back in May when I was doing the Mario Party streams for the 15th stream anniversary, and I played through like Mario Party 1, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3 on the actual cartridge on my actual N64, and I guess without like powering up for that amount of time, it starts to go back to its old state again, where it just wouldn't boot up. Because I remember it took like a few retries, you know, powering it on and off just to get it to boot up. And yeah, that's my childhood N64 back there. And yeah, it's seeing its age. And I tried cleaning it too multiple times, and it just wouldn't boot up. So I'm not sure what to do about it. I could possibly get another N64 to maybe boot up and just use that console instead, but we'll see. Some more art there. Young Link. Z targeting, very important. Some of the highlights from this entry that would help with a lot of 3D games back then, and continues to innovate. Like back then, Nintendo games were all about innovation and quality. It was quality over quantity. But you know, Mario 64 and Zelda Ocarina of Time were one defining titles that would pave the way for future 3D games. But you know, it just to this day it still inspires a lot of 3D games that are similar. Like, you just had to play it to know. You gotta play these games to know where all the ideas came from. And who did it first, who did it better, and so on. I mean, it's always going to be better, you know, in future titles, but, you know, I think who did it first needs to be noted. Alright, we're about like halfway through this manual. Hey there, Vanta. Over on YouTube. We're streaming to multiple places, by the way. Twitch, YouTube, Kick, DLive, Trovo. Those are some of the main places. There's Adult Link. Yeah, this is the game where you can travel through time. I guess following the events of, or at least the idea of time traveling with A Link to the Past, and then coming into this game, time was used in a different way, where you get to be both young Link and adult Link, solving different puzzles performing different tasks. Link can climb. He can hang down and, yeah, climb ladders, of course. Grab pole was a new thing. Well, I guess for 3D, for the 3D engine, it was neat to see how it was done for this sort of thing in 3D. Some more art here. Grab and throw bombs. Yeah, he was able to do it like in the past titles, but to see him do it in 3D was, you know, another feat. It was just exciting to see. And now we are getting to using the sword. Swing vertically. Swing horizontal. That's when you have to like tap the stick left or right and then B. Now I wonder if I boot up the Switch version, would the controls still be the same? I'm wondering, because I intend to use the Switch Nintendo 64 controller to play Ocarina of Time again, and yeah, they only just re-released it about a couple years ago when the N64 app was available for the Switch. Another image of Link. I don't really often see this one here. Some of the action poses, though, are like we don't often see unless you have the manual, because they don't use these images to advertise Ocarina of Time with, or Link. It's usually the one where he's like standing, you know, straight up with the sword and, you know, Master Sword and the Highland Shield and stuff. And that's about it. There's the item menu. That's like pretty much like all the weapons and all the, you know, Din's Fire and the other two, which I forgot what they're called. I remember the egg. Oh man, I forgot where to get that egg though. I remember that would hatch into a cuckoo if I recall. Yeah, man. Seeing some of them, like you kind of remember some things, but then, you know, curious to see how it's done this day and age. And then there's the C items. You can assign different items to the C buttons on the N64 controller. So, Deku Stick, Fairy Slingshot. This pose you see a lot, who would appear in like game magazines and stuff. Boomerang's also a thing in this. Brought it back. Okay, here are some of the items. I like the 3D render for each of these. They're just so iconic back then. For the Mario series, you know, Mario 64, and then the Zelda. Like when you see these renders for the first time in 3D back then, it was just so exciting because we're stepping into this new era of 3D games. So we were moving on from 2D to 3D, and that was just such an exciting time. Especially for folks that grew up, you know, with the 8-bit and 16-bit era. It's like, I don't know, we were stepping to the future. It's like when you watch Back to the Future, you know, the movies, and then you're waiting for the year when we would finally get flying cars, you know, flying vehicles. You watch Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, and Back to the Future 3, you know? And those movies are all about time and seeing those flying cars, you know, on TV and stuff. Blade Runner, Back to the Future were the first films that, you know, did about, you know, they gave us the vision of the future, you know? But in the modern way, I feel. But yeah, even till now, we don't get that flying car yet. So it's like, yeah, it's almost like that feeling though. It's like we're still waiting for that flying car, but we haven't got it yet. Here we go, Din's Fire, Aurora's Win, and then now to use Love. Oh, these are the magic potions, right? 6 magic potions and then 12 for now to use Love. Blue Light. There's the magic bar. Magic bar makes a return from A Link to the Past. Oh, I totally forgot that the magic bar is horizontal. It's no longer vertical. That's neat. I totally forgot about that. I thought it would be vertical like the Link to the Past one. Empty bottles. Again, 3 bottles, just like A Link to the Past. And then there's the mask, of course. This is where the mask first started. We got the mask seller. This guy would hang out at Kakariko Village, and then I think one of the first masks you get is the I forgot what it's called, but it's the one that looks like a fox. Ketsu, I think, a Ketsu mask, or Kitsune. Yeah, Kitsune, I think, right? The first time I've ever heard that term, Kitsune. I think it is Kitsune. I'm not sure. Could be the Japanese version or something. There you go, showing how to equip some of these items. Another image of Link, young Link, that they use a lot here, this action pose. It's like he's, getting ready for battle or dodging an attack. Deku Seed bag, quiver for the arrows, bomb bag, Goron's bracelet, silver scale for swimming. The bracelet is to lift up rocks and stuff. Or I guess bomb flowers, as the description says. And then the scale, of course, is kind of like getting the flippers in A Link to the Past. So a lot of the ideas that were put into Ocarina of Time were ideas that came from A Link to the Past, but in this brand new Zelda game. Oh yeah, so Kokiri sword. I think you buy this from the shop, if I recall. Because I think you start off with either the wooden sword or maybe it was this sword. I guess we'll find out. Master sword, looking pretty lengthy in that render. And then there's a giant knife, which is basically the Goron sword, if I recall. Which would later break, I think, with more usage. I remember past playthroughs when I was a kid, I would try to reserve the amount of times I would use this sword, just so I can prolong it. But eventually it would still break. Like I'll try to use it on the boss or something and it still would break. But it's pretty much like the long sword. It's a very long one compared to the Master Sword. First shield you get, I think you buy this from the shop in Kokiri Forest. Highland shield, and then eventually the mirror shield. I like how they make it red around the border. So it's much like the one that's in Link to the Past. Green tunic, red tunic, blue tunic for water, swimming, fire, heat. Iron boots, can't forget the iron boots. They don't have that in Tears of the Kingdom. Hover boots, if you want to hover for a moment. And then the regular Kokiri boots. A lot of the starting items are from Kokiri Forest, hometown, home forest. Quest status subscreen. There's the other menu screen. Shows the number of hearts, medallions that you've got so far. Gold sculptulas were a thing in this where you gotta collect. So it's, this is around the time when they started doing the sort of collectathon sort of idea. So Super Mario 64 had the stars that you gotta collect. Or stars or coins? I think it's coins, right? There's like blue coins or something like that you gotta collect in Mario 64, but it's been a while since I've played it. In this one, you had to collect the golden sculptulas. I remember getting a whole bunch of them, and then I had to trade them in for with a big wallet. And there's a house in Kakariko Village that you had to trade them in. There's a spider guy in there, and it's a pretty creepy vibe. We'll see him once we get in there, and you got to trade a certain amount to get the big wallet upgrade, if I recall. The sacred stones, you got to get all 3 sacred stones to be able to travel in the Temple of Time. Heart pieces. I think this was where we no longer needed 3 pieces or something like that. I may be wrong. It's like one piece, heart piece, and then there's a heart container, and that's about it. There's no more getting 3 pieces or 4 pieces to get a full heart. I think it was just like either one piece or a big piece. Maybe it was 4 pieces, I don't know. Or we'll see once we get in there. Yeah, it could be 4 pieces again. Let's see. Let's see. Ocarina, iconic, based on the flute from Link to the Past. Or I guess, yeah, they still call it the flute. Because in the original Zelda, it was a recorder and not a flute. Yeah. Yeah, a big focus on Ocarina of Time was the Ocarina and the melodies, the tunes that you had to play. So that continues to carry on through the series, I think up till, I want to say, the Wind Waker? Because Wind Waker had the Wind Waker. And then you had to play the harp thing, or I guess, waving the Wind Waker wand around. There you go, map subscreen, dungeon subscreen. Ooh, can't wait to see the dungeon maps again. What is a dungeon? There's the renders for the maps, dungeon items, compass. Currently a more deeper blue than the turquoise blue that used to be. Boss key. Now this one they call it boss key is no longer a what would they call it in A Link to the Past? Like big key? Yeah, they call it big key. Big key, boss key, and then the small keys for the doors. And then they show a number of small keys on the bottom screen. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I want to place the camera. I might have to move it, or it may have to be right over the map, but we'll see. Link's current location. Because I have this camera here. Because I want to show the controller. This game over screen. And that's where we got to save. Yeah, we're almost done with this one here. Oh, this guy. I forgot how to pronounce his name. He's got a long name. There's the owl that you come upon right when you start your journey. So apparently I'll mention more once we get into the game. But he's pretty much your guide as you journey. He'll pop up every now and then. Each new area, I think he'll appear. Right there, these 2 images were the ones that would be used to advertise a lot. Adult Link, Young Link, vice versa. There you go. I mean, there's a lot to talk about this game because it's been that long. I mean, it's an all-time classic, but it's gotten so many iterations in the past 2 decades, and after 25 years, I feel like it's time to revisit it. But there's that one post that they use a lot. A lot of game magazines would have him on the cover, and inside features, articles and stuff. That is the one image. Gold Skulltulas, yeah, these are the ones. You would hear the sound effect of these spiders that you gotta catch, and then you get the skulls as a reward, and then you gotta collect each of them and then trade them in. There's the 3D render. Yay, we're almost at the end. I like how some of these pages are different color-coded. Tips for adventure, setting the sea items, yep. We know about the sea items. There's Goma, iconic boss. Goma also appears in the animated series, the old Zelda animated series, which I feel like I might have shown my copy of the DLive once or twice before. Find a fairy fountain to regain hearts, just like the old game. And now you get to ride the horse. This is one of the first times you ever get to ride on a horse, so traveling is a lot easier in this. It's kind of like getting the bike in Pokemon. So getting horse. To this day, you know, still a very well-known horse. I mean, who can forget Epona, right? She's even got her own theme song. In this game, I mean. A little more detail on that as I, once I get into the game. Stone of Agony. That looks like a rumble pack. Look at that. That is totally a rumble pack. Rendered Stone of Agony. I don't recall what that did. Let's see. Get help with Stone of Agony. Item you may find in Hyrule when you're near treasure chests or hidden items. If you have a Stone of Agony, your controller rumbles, only with a rumble pack accessory. Whoa. Man, I don't remember if I played it with the rumble pack. But that is pretty neat. Hopefully the version that is on the Switch Online Plus would have rumble. And I think it should. I think it does have rumble because the controller itself does have rumble built in. There's a pond near Lake Hylia where you can go fishing. If you catch a big fish, something good will happen. If you have rumble pack accessory, you will feel a tug on your line. Nice. Man, I don't recall that at all, but I guess we'll have to. It's one of the reasons why we're hopping back into the game, is to re-experience some of the things that we don't remember experiencing. There's young Link, young Zelda hanging out on the field, and I want to say that's Navi, but it's a different colored fairy. So I know Navi is a certain color, but not necessarily a yellow one, because that would be a different fairy from a later Zelda game. Although, yeah, the general audience would call it Navi regardless, because, you know, that's the iconic fairy that people would know. Yeah. But then the name of the fairy from the animated series, the old animated series, was named Sprite. So, would they know Sprite, or would they know Navi more? I feel like Ocarina of Time has always been the more popular entry for the later generation. But then there's also Tattle and Tail that I feel like most people would not know about unless they played Majora's Mask. So Tattle and Tail, check out those fairies' colors. They're all different colors, so it's good to know which fairies which just by the colors of the fairies, because they do have varying colors. Other inserts, got two more inserts. This would be an advertisement for Nintendo Power. Take aim with Nintendo Power and get a free player's guide when you subscribe. It's another iconic promotional image, official artwork, where Link is holding the bow and arrow. And there's the official Ocarina of Time player's guide that would be included with a subscription of Nintendo Power. And look at that! Check out those figures. Also, zero in on great Zelda merchandise inside. Get a little closer look at that. Back in the day, this is like around 98, 99, Electronic Boutique would have these figures, and one of my classmates knew that I was a big Zelda fan by the time this came out. And then, like around my birthday, it was like May 1999, I want to say. Like around May 1999, he got me this Link figure, which I still have right here. The Hylian shield is somewhere in the, somewhere in storage. I'll have to find it again. But yeah, I still have it after all these years. I don't have the box or packaging anymore. Unless I do, and then I probably don't recall. You're right on target. There's Astolfo's. Subscribe for $20. You get a full year of issues. 35 newsstand price. Oh wow, yeah. You can buy it separately on the newsstand. You can also read it when you're, when you're at a bookstore newsstand would, they would be priced like $5 each issue. What else did it come with? Oh, some more merch back there. Okay, so let me see, pull this out here. Stalfos, Link. There's the other side. And wow, there's even a hotline to dial. I love the font that they use. It's a Celtic style font. Player's guide there. And here's how the sign up page looks like. You can renew by entering your member ID, and each of the member IDs would be included on the tag with each issue, and then you can check whichever piece of merch you want to get, like sweatshirt, action figure. Wow, the action figures were only $7 back then. Zelda hat, player's guide, pocket watch, system house, soundtrack CD. I also have the soundtrack CD, but I forgot where I got that. I think I might have gotten it from like a Nintendo Power subscription, so I must have gotten that rather than the player's guide. So I never have got the player's guide for this game, but it was later included in the GameCube release, which I'll probably talk about more later another time. Nintendo Store 64. Wow, Washington State, huh? Now this other side here, this is the back side that I would look at a lot, because it would have all the mentioned piece of merch. Getting gear, store. There's the action figures, $7 each. Not bad. Wow, look at that Zelda shirt. This is something that I would love even to this day. I just never got around to getting some of these. Wow, I remember that box. The box to store the console and games and controllers. The slide out drawer. That is pretty neat though. I mean, it's all just hard plastic, but man, it costs way too much for this, storage box. System house is what they call it. But I do have the soundtrack. I'll have to dig up my boxes to, it could be right behind me, but I would have to move a lot of things to find this specific CD, because it would be stored with all my soundtracks, related soundtracks, so including that. It was that soundtrack, the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. Those are the two CDs that I would listen to a lot, and I think a Tenchi Muyo CD too. This is Zelda Ocarina of Time sweatshirt and hats. Would love to have owned those. Pocket watch. I was curious about this pocket watch back then. And I think that's it. That's the that's all. This little insert. And then the last bit is a pamphlet for the system instructions, consumer information precaution booklet. This is pretty normal, included with each game and or console. Pretty basic stuff, pretty common stuff. Yeah, it's nice to go back and take a look at some of these things. And then this is how the inside looks like. The cartridge would be in the bottom part, and then with the inserts at the top. And that's about it. I'm not sure if there's anything here. I think it's just a spot to maybe push the cartridge out to the other side. I think I would also open it from the other side and not this side. There you go. There's my my personal childhood copy of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'll try to keep it in this state for as long as I live. But yeah, one of the first games that I ever try to keep in great condition. The condition that is in now, that's how it's. Hopefully that's how it's gonna be for here on out. I also have other editions like Ocarina of Time 3D, which I'll just keep on display in the background for now. I wish I could stream this one, but you know, you have to have a modified 3DS to capture it for stream. But this is a nice remaster remake. It includes everything that the original did, and then also on top of that, they have the option to play a Master Quest version, which previously was a Japan release for the 64DD, if I recall, and then for America, it was only previously available for the first time for the GameCube release, which you had to get through various reasons how I think couple ways you can redeem that is to either register your GameCube and a copy of a certain game for the GameCube, which I think that's what I did. I think other way was to pre-order the Wind Waker, I think, and then you get a copy of that sent to you if you pre-order from the website or something, or from a in-store item. This was Ocarina of Time 3D limited edition Nintendo eShop card. Limited edition there. I thought I'd get this because, you know, back then the Zelda franchise was celebrating its 25th anniversary. Either the Zelda series 25th anniversary or the game itself. I think it was just the franchise, because Ocarina of Time 3D was the brand new game at the time. Alright, I think with further ado, we can probably start. Let me see if I can find my N64 controller, and also swap back to the Switch scene. If I can find it. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if I would want to separate that as its own video, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see. It could become its own video. Oh, let me see if I can enable the camera here. Oh no, don't tell me it's going to be one of those things where I won't be able to do it. Yeah, I was trying to connect the N64, but it couldn't enable it. Man, do I have to disable the other camera to enable this? Okay, let me go back to this then. So I want to use this controller, but I might have to disable this. Unless because I have a box open for the options. Alright, let's swap back. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. I feel like I should have done this for the wave race showing. Alright, get that. Oh, let me show this real quick. I also have an image that I tweeted out a long time ago, back when Ocarina 3D first came out. It's an old tweet from 2011, approximately around when Ocarina 3D came out, and let's zoom in on the image. My old tweet. There's Legend, and then there's the Legend of Zelda 3D. Oh, there's my figure again. So, roughly around this time, around August 2011, Legend Ultimate Edition, a Ridley Scott classic 1985, starring Tom Cruise, Tim Curry. The film came out on Blu-ray for the first time, I think. Includes director's cut, theatrical version, remastered in high def, and it's got commentary, the works, Tangerine Dream on the soundtrack. You can enable that, or you get the other audio version of it. And then around that time, Ocarina of Time 3D came out on the 3DS. And then I also have the soundtrack, which you were able to redeem from the Club Nintendo or My Nintendo at the same time, or at the time, I mean. And then there was an issue of Nintendo Power focusing on Ocarina of Time 3D. So you can see the new artwork on the cover there, which is quite nice. I think I also have the poster of that. I think a fold-up poster included with that issue, which is quite nice. So I thought I just want to, you know, show that. Oh wait, nope. I don't know why it didn't pop up for me. Oh my gosh. There you go. Because I saw the preview window pop up and then it didn't pop up for the stream. But yeah, as I mentioned, the Legend 1985 Ridley Scott classic on Blu-ray, along with Ocarina of Time 3D. Soundtrack, also got it from my Nintendo at the time. And then an issue of Nintendo Power that focuses on the new release, and included a poster, I think. Nice new art. And then there's my figure, and there you see the Highland shield for that figure, so that's quite nice. At least, you know, parts of it. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. Okay. Here we go. Let's boot into this. I've also got the Peach icon for my Nintendo Switch now. Ooh, upgrade. Okay, here we go. It's been a long time. So I figured, you know, this edition would be a lot more brighter colored and more visible. And it certainly is, now looking at this. Like all the jaggies is clear. Oh, that music. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, gotta have that piece of music in there. Iconic intro. So I have got the Epona hat that I could probably use. Yeah, we got a variety of different Zelda-themed hats for the Mii avatar, and these can be seen in the Nintendo 3DS Street Pass Mii Plazas. And yeah, these were unlockable. There's also a Link hat for Smash Brothers, I think. But then I also have the Nintendo 64 one, which I think I want to use. There you go. I think the N64 one is just fine. Alright. So yeah, again, it's been decades. Or just a very long time. I think the last one I played was the Ocarina 3D that was on the 3DS. This was the last time I played any Ocarina game or iteration. So yeah, we're going into this, you know, gonna try and re-remember everything, and just to freshen up, I guess, for its 25th anniversary, because I feel like it's time. It's time I revisit some of these games. Bit of nostalgia, that's why there's a tag for that. Man, hopefully the connection is good tonight, because I'm seeing some reds, so they may be from some frame drops. I do apologize. Also, let me know how the volume is like. I think it should be fine. Yeah, so this is the Switch Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch Online Plus, and you had to order this from the Nintendo website. I did an unboxing of it separated as its own video recently, earlier this year. And yeah, you can find that on the YouTube if you want. I did it for the Wave Race one, I think, when I did Wave Race. Okay, so normally I'll just start out with just Link as the name. Yeah, I don't think I ever use my name, my own name. I just usually just go by Link, and as I just play the game, I just go as Link. Wow, I can feel the rumble on this already. And the rumble is pretty good. It's like it's a good rumble, like a hard rumble. And I don't know. It's definitely comparable to the original N64 controller with the rumble. Let me see if okay. Making sure things are running correctly. Yeah. Starting off with 3 hearts. File number 1. Oh, that rumble, man. I don't know if that popped up through the mic, but I feel like it could have. Long have I served as a guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Wait, why is Link's eye still open? I don't recall his eyes being open in the intro. Man, these graphics are sharp. There's Zelda and the Sheikah. There's Ganondorf. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The young, or the youth, whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find your young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends upon thee. Yeah, so Navi here, you can tell by her color. I assume that, it's a she, but it's more bluish, the light bluish color. There's another fairy there with that Kokiri villager, which was a pink one. See, even her, she has a pink one. Like the outside rim of it. That's a more light blue one. There's a lot of repeating colors, but it's usually like pink, light blue, and then a light yellow. Like those are the primary colors that they would identify some of these fairies. But Navi would be originally like light blue. That was the leading color for the specific fairy. So that's how you ID some of the fairies that would appear across the web, There will be some darker colored fairies where it's like a black light and a purple aura. And that is one of the tattle or tails from Majora's Mask. And I think the other one would be a yellow one. So the one that's shown on the manual, the game's manual, at the the page where young Link and young Zelda were sitting on the grass, that was a yellow fairy, so it could be Zelda's fairy, but not necessarily Navi's, but, you know, that could be, you know, it will be up for discussion for who that could be. And I feel like I could segue into Majora's Mask because the fairy in that would be a yellow-colored one. The Great Digger Tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up. Wake up. Hello. Hey, come on. Link's eyes are already open. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Uppity up, boy. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The boy never had a fairy. The boy was a fairy, yeah. I mean, some would say. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. So the Link's face here, this is the original model for Link. The one that's on Ocarina 3D, he's got a different look on his face. Like it's been remodeled, but it doesn't show it on the back cover or anything. But man, I wish I could, you know, display this on screen for this game here. But you saw in the poster that I posted on the cover of Nintendo Power that he's got like a new model for his face, and that's pretty much how he looks like in that remake. And yeah, the game has gotten remade on the 3DS, but I feel like maybe not many people know about it. And to this day, I feel like there's still a group of people that don't realize that, you know, a classic such as Ocarina of Time has been remade and re-released, and they just don't realize it. Oh my gosh. Alright, trying to get comfortable with the mechanics. Alright, so bumping into the wall, rolling to the wall would cause a rumble with the controller. Okay, like even the screen shook. Let me see it again. Yeah, the screen shook. Alright, let's get out. Time to meet the people. Some classic music. Some of the most iconic music came from this game. I really admired Ocarina of Time's music, the soundtrack. I used to listen to it beginning to end. I think next time if I were hopping to this, I'll probably bring the soundtrack over to display and maybe have a gander at it. The track list and all. Because it was this game's soundtrack CD and then also the Tenchi Muyo one, where I would listen to from beginning to end, and they'd have a similar feel to them. But I don't know anyone else out there in the world that grew up in the 90s and listened to these two CDs the same way I did. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Little drawing of a dinosaur. See, now this is something that has not been realized in any of the, you know, Zelda games that came out after. I mean, I could think of a few boss fights that might be similar to this dinosaur here, but it's still a little bit different. I think of, I guess, if we're just thinking about Ocarina of Time in general, the second boss in Death Mountain, I've got his name already, he would look similar to this dinosaur, but that would be a guy that rolls around like a monster in Monster Hunter or something. And he doesn't really stand up all too often. He'd be on all four limbs on the ground. He's kind of more like a giant lizard, but not necessarily one that stands on two legs, you know? Not like bipedal. Is there a way to view first-person mode without the slingshot? I guess not yet, huh? Alright, let's talk to our friend here. You gotta target them with the Z button. You gotta hold on to the Z button, and then you press the blue button, which is the A button. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to a great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the great Deku Tree. So her fairy is a little more teal colored, as you can see there. And yeah, even booting this edition of the game, like you see a lot of the true colors, but it's a lot more clearer, you know, because this is all emulated on the Switch. All the Switch digital games would be emulated, at least for the retro games. They're all, you know, emulation. Even the GameCube one, the GameCube release that I have, which is over there somewhere, would be the emulated version. It doesn't run on like actual hardware or anything. The sim itself is just the hardware to run the disc, but all the information is within that disc. But yeah, you would either have to play the actual N64 version to have the real you know, the real rendering of each of the you know, the characters and stuff. But overall, you know, it still, you know, brings out what the game is about and stuff. Like overall, let me talk to this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Z targeting. Hey, let's work on some moves. To jump sideways, hold... Wait, while Z targeting, press A as you move left or right. See, now this is what I'm talking about. When I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, you know, I expect like simple move gestures like this, like what we're about to learn here in this game. To do a backflip while holding Z targeting. Remember Z targeting? Come on, Nintendo. Remember Z targeting? Press A as you move backwards. To do a roll attack while Z targeting, press A as you move forward. While you roll, you can avoid damage. If you have your sword ready, while Z targeting, you can do a jump attack by pressing A. Jump attack does double damage. That's why I tend to do that a lot when trying to get like a final hit on a boss fight or a single monster. You want to do that Z targeting and then you jump attack. So you can get twice the amount of damage, or do twice the amount of damage. You can use Z targeting on the stone next to me, so let's practice. Yeah, feels just like on N64. Wait, what happened to the guy? He just disappeared. Okay, I guess if you're far enough, he just disappears, and then reappears, because he's a fairy. I feel like everyone is a fairy in this game. Notice how the our Navi has turned green as part of the... Oh wow, we just did a I guess completing that task gave us like all these rupees. Our first 5 rupee so far. Man, this might take a little bit getting used to because... Oh man. Okay. Rolling forward. Backward flip. Oh wow. So what if I do... Let's see. Totally forgot about this. You could do all the moves, and then you get like 3 rupees. There you go. So it must be like a single rupee each time afterwards, huh? Oh. So I guess the Z targeting is like... It's toggle. Unless you hold on to it for a little longer, maybe it will be toggle. Hey, let's work on some moves. Okay, yeah, we got that done already. Wow, the speeding of the text. So you press the B button to speed up the text. That's pretty neat. Switch targeting. If you see a green arrow icon above an object, you can target it with a Z. See, now this is what I'm talking about. They don't bring this thing back for Tears of the Kingdom. So when I target a monster, like I'm using like if I were to use like I don't know, a Wii Pro controller to play Tears of the Kingdom, I would press like either ZL or something to target a monster there, like a goblin, moblin, whatever. But then it doesn't like switch to targeting. It'll just stay focused on that one direction and direction only, not necessarily focusing on that monster. But it's like once you untarget that monster, it'll still face that direction, no matter how many times you click the Z button, you know, in Tears of the Kingdom. So it's so strange how they had to, you know, move away from this sort of targeting method. Because this targeting method works, it worked just fine. Like even compared to some of the other 3D Zeldas that came after. Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, you know, they all did just fine. I don't know. I don't know why they changed it up after that. Skyward Sword, I think I remember that being just fine. In other words, if you press Z, because the nunchuck on the Wii Remote would have a Z button on the back, right? There's a C button and there's a Z underneath it, I think, if I recall, for your targeting. You press C when you see a green arrow above an object, you can lock onto it. If you press Z again, the lock will either release or it will transfer to the next object with this green arrow above it. See, now that, why don't they have that for Tears of the Kingdom, you know? When you have enemies in your field of view and you want to escape, press Z while holding back on the stick to cancel targeting. You can target the stones next to the sign for practice. Right there. Having these objects on screen and in front of Link. Look at it. Look how easy that is just by pressing that. It should always be like that for any future Zelda game. Like, no matter how many enemies are on the screen, I guess if you have like a max of like 5 enemies, just swap in order as how you see them, left to right or right to left, whichever way. The amount of times that we press that, eventually we will get to the enemy, right, that we want to target, or at least the closest one. I think they should prioritize the closest enemy that is you know, closest to Link. So, you know, judging by the pacing, like how fast the enemies move, whoever's moved closer to Link, target them first, you know, and maybe stay targeted to that. Unless the player wants to target someone else, all they have to do is just press the Z button again, and then they target whoever's next in line, next closest, you know, and then dodge their attack when the closest one were to attack Link. Like, that is very important. I don't know why they switched that up. Alright. Okay, let me see if we can pick this up. I'm not sure I don't think we can pick this up until we get the bracelet, right? Alright. Let's go down here. Wait, let me check that sign real quick before we go in here. Hole of Z. Let's go through this small hole. Stand in front of the hole and push forward on the stick. When the action icon shows enter, press A to crawl into the hole. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yeah, sometimes players would not look at the top of part of the screen to see what the action says, because that part is important. You can hear the rolling of the rock on the side. I remember thinking that the rock is gonna roll this way, so I was like hiding right here. Indiana Jones style. Viewpoint with Z targeting. When you have no object to look at, you can just look forward with Z. Stop moving and then change the direction you are facing, or hold Z for a little while. This can help you get oriented with the direction you want to face. It's quite convenient. If you hold down Z, you can walk sideways while facing straight ahead. Walking sideways can be a very important technique in dungeon corridors. Turn around and try doing this right now. I mean, I think we already got it in bag. Oh, free rupee. I can't grab that. I can only cut it. Yeah, we don't have the bracelet yet, so we can't do much about it. Okay, here we go. Visit the House of Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all your item-related questions. Here we go. First chest open. Cool, so the Kokiri sword does have a bit of the blade. So I guess we just skip over the wooden sword. I thought I recall seeing a wooden sword somewhere. Must have been a different Zelda game. Yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom rant. A little bit of Tears of the Kingdom rant. Because I feel like, man, that game is just... The controls are so weird. Everything else is great though, the visuals... But it's just the controls are just atrocious. Alright, start menu is what we got so far. Clouds covering the map. Man, I trying to remember what other games also did this sort of thing back then, where not all is revealed. I'm trying to think if Super Mario World did it, but I don't recall it all. Since it's been a long time since I played that game. But yeah, the more you explore, the more the clouds would uncover. And I remember, you know, starting a new file and seeing each of that revealed, you know, with each new area that we enter. Let's go and select our sword. Oh. Oh, I thought we can remove the boots, but I guess we can. I guess once we get our iron boots, we can probably swap between different boots and stuff. L and R to swap page. So far, no items. You can see through that menu screen, like 50% transparency. Soon it's gonna be. Oh, I guess not the L, R. It's the Z and R. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Save? Yeah, we can save. Oh, got the sword. Hold up, I want to cut that grass. There might be a rupee in there. Wow, each sword strike would be a rumble. Oh, the wind-up attack. I like how the grass just respawns. I kind of miss how like the bomb flowers would respawn in this, but in Tears of the Kingdom it does not respawn. So that's another one. That's another rant. Like small little, you know, little gripe about Tears of the Kingdom. But I guess it just ups the, you know, the tediousness of it, you know? Which is why I tend to nickname it Tedious of the Kingdom. Oh, I remember that strike. Oh. Oh man. Bum-ba-bum-ba-dum. You can see those hearts. Man. You can feel that rumble. Cut grass with your sword. Swing with B button. You'll cut horizontally. If you hold the Z, as you swing, you'll cut vertically. Yeah. Okay. Horizontal. Hit. it does a sideways, and then forward, back one. Okay, see, forward does a stab. And then A button would be the jump attack. Oh, thrust. You see that? Thrust attack signs. To thrust with your sword, press forward while Z targeting, then press B. There we go. Wow, it's a rupee. You know, we're gonna need a lot of rupees so I can purchase the shield. Because the guy's sign. Oh yeah, they do respawn, but not like how they used to, you know? Either we wait like a long time for them to respawn, or we wait for the moon thing, the red moon, blood moon thing, to reset all the things in Hyrule. But you know what I mean, you know? It's not like how they do in the old games. House of Know-It-All Brothers? Because if they do that, I think it, you know, we would have endless amounts of bombs, you know? Because you can't purchase that anywhere. At least from what I can tell, you can't purchase that. Unless Beetle were to offer them sometime, but not all the time. Teach you about icons at the top of the secret, or off the top of the screen. Yellow icons, blue icons. Let's see what he says. 3 yellow. Oh, C buttons here. Wow, I noticed the rendering of the environment is so blurred, low res. So when they blow it up, when they blow up the image and resize it, it's very blurry and noticeable. But the interactable items are so clear compared to how I remember them. I notice how the yeah, that piece of furniture is placed right above, you know, like we can go behind there, slightly go behind it. If you want to learn about the map and items, just ask me. But don't ask unless you want to hear a long explanation. Don't ask. I mean, we get the idea. We can always come back to this if we want to chat with them and stuff. Explain the know-hows and doodads and, you know, FAQs. Well, if you play around with it, you'll figure it out. Yeah, that will be the FAQ area. House of Know-It-All Brothers, yeah. Alright, let's gather some more rupees. Repus. There is a little secret. I feel like not a lot of people know. Which I will show pretty soon. I'm not sure if I can perform it though. I used to be able to perform it perfectly back on the N64. But you know, since it's been like a couple decades, let's see if we can still do it. A by the stone, pick it up. Mean old Mito, he maybe pick up all the rocks in front of his house. Yay, rupee! Ba 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 ba. Bum 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 bum. Always gotta have the circle of rocks. I remember someone had they remade this Kokiri Forest, both in Left 4 Dead, like a whole map based on this area, and there will be hordes and hordes of special infecteds coming at you. And there was also an Unreal Engine 4 version that someone made. I'm not sure if it would be just this Kokiri Forest version, or area, I mean, or the entire game. But I think it's just the Kokiri Forest vertical. I wanted to check it out, but seeing that it wasn't finished, it was just a fan mod that was put out. I didn't get to try it. Oh, a fairy finally came to you. Now you have a lot to learn. Best place to go to learn some new skills is in the Forest Training Center. It's on a hill just above here. Yep, got that. Oh, let me see if there's anything back there. Nope. Oh, wait. There is a rupee back there. I knew there was something back here. There's also something else. There's a seedling that you gotta put back here. Could be behind this building. Yeah, there it is. There's a sand patch. You see a small mound of soft soil here. This is where we plant the bean, and then when we travel to the future, it would be turned into a plant that would transport us to the area above. Alright, roam around the grass. I feel like I should maybe head into a house and crash some pots for some more rupees. So here's a little secret. Probably not a lot of people know, but 3 little platforms here. Try it again. Maybe you gotta roll or something. Nope. Man, I used to be able to get it from here. The other area over, you can probably get. So like from this area here. Oh no. Hi Link, look this way. Look over here with the Z. And talk to me with A. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. Yeah. Let me try that move from the other end. Because I remember we were able to do it from, like we can do it from here, like in this area, and then also in that area over there too. Okay, I'm gonna try the, there you go, we got that one here. So like a bonus 5 rupee. Also, I forgot how many rupees we were supposed to get to buy that shield. Oh man, come on. Nope, maybe it's a little too steep there. I think we were still able to get from here too. I'm not sure anymore. Okay, let's try this again. Huh, so maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was just that one area then. Let's try it again to see if it, oh. Oh yeah, the dive. I like how the dive has like a number. Yeah, it's just that one time you can get it. Let me check inside this building. Kokiri shop. Welcome. See what the owner says. We sell shields, but not swords. Okay, so it costs 40 rupees. That means we can get it right now. Deco nuts. Stick, 10 rupees. And the shield looks great though. Hearts, arrows, we can't get the arrows yet. Seeds we can probably get. We don't have enough rupees, so let's just get the shield for now. Wait, before I do, I want to chat with that one guy first, because I know he's gonna be complaining that you have to have your shield and sword to get in. There's also something secret back here. Let me see. I can grab it. Oh, another blue rupee back there. This shop sells things you can get in the forest for free. You know how to use the deco sheet? Wow. That just skips right through the whole entire thing. Yeah, let me chat with this guy first. Hey! Hey, you! Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the Great Deco Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? Great Deco Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mito? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deco Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. Sheesh. Alright, let's get that shield. I like how it's just like a kid kokiri that runs this shop. Alright, we got 49 rupees. Let's buy this now. I'm also admiring the 3D model of this. See, this is another reason why I like playing on the 3DS. Because when you see items like this pop out, and on the 3D screen, when you enable the 3D on the 3DS, which I have right here. You know, there's a spot where you can enable the 3D on it, which is on the side here for the top screen, and you would see the shield would pop out. You know, it's like looking through a window, and then the object would pop out, or I guess would pop in the environment. But it's nice to see some of the objects in 3D like that, like throughout the entire game. Mama. You got the Deco Shield. Switch to equipment subscreen and select shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. Like to buy something else? Nope. We got 9 rupees left. Wow, 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 wow. There we go, here's the shield. Enabled. Wait, so how do we disable it, though? Huh. I guess once you enable it, it's there forever. Let me, I should also save this. So, not sure how much I'll be playing this tonight. I want to get through at least the Deco Tree dungeon, you know, defeating Goma, and then making our way out, and then grabbing the Ocarina, and then like that would be, I don't know, that'll be a good enough session. But we'll see. 3 hearts here. I'll keep that there for now. How do I crouch again? Oh, there you go. R button. What is the L button then? Oh, the L button is to pop the map on and off. I see. I'd rather keep it on though. Ooh. Yeah. No fall damage once you're in the water. I think it's time to move in. If you want to see the Deco Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deco shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a whip is still a whip, huh? I, the Great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deco Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Yeah, step aside, Mito. It's up to Link to save Hyrule now. Alright. Oh, I knew it. Man, from memory I thought there were only 2 of them, but there's actually 3 of them. Okay, you got a Deco Tree, or Deco Stick on the select item screen. Set it to either of the yellow arrows. Set it to C and swing it with C. When you want to put it away, stand still and press A. You can carry up to 10 sticks, but don't waste them. I think these guys respawn, don't they? They're not like the piranha plants that would, you know, try to bite you horizontally. They'll stay vertical for the most part. And they do respawn, so... There we go. We got 5 of them. Assign it to the left. There's Deco Tree. We're about to get like a little cinematic, I think. Great Deco Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? What do we select now? Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up arrow to listen well to her words of wisdom. I remember the mouth part would be a lot darker, but maybe it's just my faint memory of it. So on the left side here, there will be a stone, a Sheikah stone, I think. Huh. Hold on, maybe we gotta get over here. Oh, there it is. The first of the Sheikah stones. This statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Look at what you had to do. I think you gotta play the Ocarina. Like a specific tone, either the tune, the Temple of Time tune? Temple of Time tune, or something else. To get like a fairy out of them. So yeah, you play the Temple of Time, I think there will be a fairy that would pop out of the stones and you can bottle it. That's at least one way to gain some free fairies. Let's see what it says. I love the animation for that. Oh, it tells the time, I forgot about that. Rumble. Current time is 12:00. So around noontime, I guess. So I don't know what time that they're going to according to that. Would it be the system time? Because I don't think the system time would be that time. Let me check. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't think it's 12 at all. Unless they're going by in-game time, then. Yeah, today happens to be pretty... it's pretty overcast. It's gonna be raining this entire weekend. But it's more so light rain, I think, today. It was raining a lot last night, though, as we were playing Monster Hunter. Oh, this is the one that goes horizontal. Playing so poorly right now. Deco Nut. On the select item screen, set it to arrow. Okay. It will flash and stun the enemy. Let's put it to that. Need some hearts. Wow, the hearts look a lot more shiny in this. I remember it looking like that before. Oh yeah, shield, right? There we go, nut. I'm gonna do the jump strike. There we go, that's how you do it. Sometimes we land on to the creature. Huh. Was it 3 hits? Oh yeah, I'm checking out the Navi here, see what she says. Deco Baba. Hit it with when it lunges at you, and it will stand upright. Cut it quickly to get a deco stick. I'll try to get another stick if we can. Oh no. Oh gosh. We get a nut from him. You know, in Monster Hunter, you have to press the B button to jump upward. But then you would also have to jump off if you press the A button again. Music in this area is very nice. Very ambient. It's a nice, like, dungeon to start off with, which is great for this game back then. Like, for a first 3D Zelda. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it. Give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Wow, I don't recall the little JPEG or the bitmap image of the map. Not the 3D model, but the icon underneath it on the bottom left side. You found a dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens and look at the map subscreen. But it looks more colorful. I never noticed like the map looking like that. It's got like a Windows sort of icon look to it. Like almost like Windows 95 or something. Windows 95, Windows 98 sort of icon on that map. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Current location is Flash Rooming, or Flashing Room. Move up, down, select floor to view. Man, I used to... I think I'll probably come back to this and get the spooters. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Oh yeah, this is the deco shrub that would tell the answer. The answer to the upcoming shrubs that we gotta get past. Ow, 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 ow! Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, would you let me go? Somebody to maybe screenshot this. When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward on a stick, you will roll ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it would work, though. If the cliff is really high, or if it's really high. So the rolling thing, there is fall damage, so if you push forward, you can do a roll. So this is the maneuver that inspired Monster Hunter. And again, the two properties, Monster Hunter and the Legend of Zelda series, they continue to, inspire one another. I think as we head on into the 3D era, like from the Wii and onwards, because the Monster Hunter series has been a major franchise in Japan, so a lot of players hop onto that, and then I guess that would continue to inspire developers of Zelda and vice versa. And then even starting from this first 3D Zelda game, making it so that when you fall from a high cliff, you can do a roll as you fall down. So typically in a lot of action movies, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, or whatever, they would do like a parkour move where they jump across a building or something, and then they perform a roll to lessen the the force, just to land safely, because some of that momentum would be too much if you try to stop yourself. So continuing that momentum and trying to slow it down, slowing yourself down, slowing the body, and just performing a roll to lessen the force to different parts of the body is ideal. So with that idea, coming to this game, we would get that maneuver, because it's just believable that way, Yeah, we left the little heart. So like I said, it wasn't that deco shrub that would clue us in on the upcoming deco shrubs that we have to figure out. Gosh, that platform just fell to pieces. There is the shining fairy slingshot. The red parts of it, I don't recall it being that red and shiny, because playing on the N64 on like a low-res TV, I only remember it just being like completely red, but like a blurry red, because TVs back then, it was just tough to display red properly, even at a low res, because color television, even for the 90s, 80s into the 90s, weren't all that great. Like, red is the worst color to display on North American TVs, especially for some reason, the color red. So back then, what I remember is seeing the tip of that slingshot, or even the hearts, it would be more blurry looking. Like it has like this gloom around it, or aura, like this shining red aura, like a blurriness around the red. And even the red font there too at the bottom would be like a blurry red. For some reason, that's just how red looks like on TV. At least, tube TVs back then. Yeah, tube TVs, the square boxy TVs, as opposed to like HD, because HD TVs weren't around till like well past the 2000, the year 2000, I mean. So, And now, you know, in 2023, we see it so clearly now how it's intended to look. But, you know, sometimes like developers would alter their pixel art to make it seem like how it's supposed to look. But then like when we actually see it in, you know, today and seeing the clarity of the pixel art and, you know, the sprites, we see it differently than what we saw it on the old TVs. So there's a lot of stuff like that, little nuances like that in old 16-bit, 8-bit games from way back when. And then, you know, carries on into the 3D games because the colors would be different. Press C, take it out, hold it, and hold C. You can aim it with a stick, release C to unleash the decode seed. If you want to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Alright, let's set that slingshot. We got a full seeds on a slingshot. Oh, it's inversed. There's like a slight rumble when you shoot at the slingshot seed. Let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, what? There is something up here. It's probably just nuts. Or a heart. Got a recovery heart. Your life energy recovered. Oh yeah, we can do a jump and then we can do like a sword slice and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Hey, more nuts. Or seeds, I guess. There's the nuts and the seeds. You got decode seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you use as bullets for a slingshot. Okay. More packs there. Nice little rumble. Yeah. Can't go any faster when you're climbing. Oh yeah, we're supposed to climb on the ladder. Oh, rolling into the wall. Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo-doo. Oh, gotta press the A button. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be used to the inverse. Oh man, yeah. Inverse. I gotta swap it back to non-inverse. We'll see. Oh! I didn't know I can go into this mode. Alright. I remember I was able to avoid this next spider. Oh boy. You gotta be really quick with it though. Alright, left and right seems fine, but it's just the down and up. Oh, fell all the way to the bottom. Man, I've seen over the years, I've seen so many people play this game, in like different ways. I've seen people play it blind. I've seen people play it with an actual ocarina. Program it to go by the note that they play it. Of course, you gotta destroy that sculpture on the bottom side of it, and not the shell. Hey, rupee. Alright, let's go into the next door. It is the one that has the door locked. Hey, listen! The iconic voices. Strong iron bars are blocking the door. You can't open them with your hands. You'd have to light that up. I don't think lighting that would even do anything in this one. I think I remember trying it. Whoop. Wow, they attack quick. Oh right, we can wait, let me see. Light it up. Hey. Was this the compass? A much... I don't ever notice the, like the reddish hue. It's not really red, but it's like... It's kind of like a slight red underneath it. Because I remember this being like a solid blue. For some reason. You know, back on the tube TVs. Like how it shows on the icon on the far left. Like that was a solid blue, I remember. But now looking at the 3D model, I feel like they might have updated. I don't know. I feel like they might have updated the 3D model for this. Could be mistaken. This thing's one of those deku plants that are vertical. Alright, let's re-enable this and get the spider. Sculptureless, I mean. Do 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 do. Oh, what? Is it bugged? Oh, interesting. I forgot about that. First gold sculptures is up there. Do 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 do. Oh, nice heart. There's our first gold. Let's take a good look at it. Definitely more shiny than I remember. But I guess that's how it looks. I think of the Metal Mario sort of texture, except like more yellowish texture, which, you know, makes it gold. And of course this game was based on the Super Mario 64 engine. Ooh, look how gold that looks. remember it being a more, like, less gold. It was more like a more ivory color and not as gold like this. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like the colors is just a little, I don't know, not as how I remember. But maybe the colors were pretty bright on the old TV or something. The saturation must have been up. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. I feel like I should have gotten the Navi to read the description. Alright, now we take out one of these spiders. And then we jump. We don't have to jump from here, but we can. It would give that effect, like how the we can also do like the roll, light the stick up and then do a roll, but let's do this here. What the? Navi's like, hey, look, Link. You can see down below this web using Upsea. Oh, there it is. There's the camera angle I want to get. Yeah. I don't know if there's a place to light up the stick though. Oh, maybe I can just jump from here. Normally I would just jump from the spot up there, but do. I'll do another jump. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should realign myself. I don't know if I can jump from the second floor, or first floor I mean. It might have to be from the second floor. I don't know if there's anything specific I was supposed to do. Man, I can't. Missed it. I guess this web thing is a pretty small. And I used to be able to do it in one go, but now it's just gotta resolve it again. I want to try this one here to see if it would. Huh. Maybe we just have to like just drop down regularly and not have to sword strike. Because sword striking it, I think you know, there's bound to be some errors. Good thing it hasn't respawned yet. Alright, let's try it again. I don't know if there's any... I don't know if we can get any higher. But I think I want to... Oh, wait. Let me try this side here. I don't think I've tried this one. Plus there's a heart there. Yeah, let's try this one. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I do have to, like, just not sword strike, just jump straight down. Because maybe it brings the momentum from the very top. So if you do the sword strike, it would just restart it. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Hopefully we're not getting any frame drops, but I feel like we might be. You see the connection just like dipping a bit. No idea why. On the night that I'm starting Ocarina time. Here. There we go. So when you angle it, when you Z target it, it won't work. You have to like... You have to like actually go without the Z targeting and stuff. Skulltula. Whoa, there's another one up there. Go back over here. Wow. No more I love yous. Destroy the gold sculptures. You got a token proving you destroyed it. The old Linux film or Linux song. Oh, man, we got two of them down here. I forgot how to get that one. I think we just gotta jump and grab it, right? Yeah, that's a weak jump. You gotta do it with like a regular jump or something like that. Yeah, there you go. You destroyed a gold sculpture. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Oh nice, there's a chest here too. Sticks. Oh, it's a heart. Nice. I think if you run out of sticks, it will, give you a stick. Oh, come on. That's how you can recover a stick without losing it. You know what? I feel like the frame rate is probably what's causing the because the game itself is not entirely 30 frames. It's like 24 or something like that, or less, or even less than 20. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. See, now this is the one thing that I feel like a lot of the general audience would miss out on the first time trying to figure it out. But you have to really pay attention to this shrub here to figure out, you know, which pattern you have to take them out in. This part is very important. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. You think I'm a traitor? Yeah, so 23 is number 1. Alright, so this is where we hit the I switch. Classic Zelda. Sort of a, you know, Zelda element is with the eye switches. After you get into the water, you hold down on A. You can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Nice. You can maneuver around a little bit once you're down there. Like after the dive, you can like move left or right. Not why I want to. Oh yeah. But how we can I think once we get the Hylian shield, that's when we can crouch down or something like that. Man, I remember playing through this dungeon in a in-store, like I think like a local Walmart would have like a kiosk, NC4 kiosk with Zelda Ocarina of Time in, and I would play it up until the cinematic with the 3 goddesses, Triforce goddesses, and I would feel like, wow, I was there for like an hour or something. But I knew everything about the game by then. It's just that, just having that kiosk and just being able to play it in a store and out in public was just it's just a good feeling. I don't know. It's just a good feeling to be seen, you know, as you're playing it. But I don't think anyone else was around at that time, though. If you stand next to the block and pressing A, where's the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Yeah. Grab. Classic Zelda moment here. Oh, didn't even go all the way, but we still managed. What? Maybe you can whack that guy with the fire. I'm gonna try it. There you go. Oh. There we go. Take a look at this room here real quick. Man, the textures of the ceilings. Man, I kind of miss this game. you hit it the wrong way, it can probably swing back to you. Oh, just missed it. Oh, what is up there? More spiders, I guess. Oh, for the stick. Oh, the gomas! Mini gomas! I could probably flash them. And I used to be able to beat Goma in like 2 or 3 hits. I could probably check out the door first. Or, you know what? I think this will bring us back to that one area. But I feel like I should check out that door first. Oh. Alright, we do come back out from this. Oh, they respawned. Wow. Then we gotta bomb it. Yeah, we gotta bomb this one. So we do have to come back once we have a bomb bag. Because there's no way to get past that. It's one of those door walls that you have to break open. There we go. Do do do. All right. So these torches are too high. I'm gonna have to drop over here, grab the other one over there. Remember one of the watching someone play the using an Ocarina. No, I messed it up. They were trying to get across, but they, you know, the angling of the game is like a little bit awkward because you can't use like an analog stick. Because when you play with the Ocarina, it's like it's a bit strange on the controls. Oh, here we go. I think this is the part where we gotta figure out the shrubs. Two, 3. 23 is 1. Let me chat with these guys first. Nope, can't chat with them. Yeah, this is a part where folks would get confused by, because you gotta get them in that specific order. No other order would allow you to go forward unless there's a glitch or something that you can bypass all of this. And I'm sure there's probably some sort of glitch that you can just jump straight to Goma the boss or something, or even further in the game. Who knows? How did you know our secret? How irritating! It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Thank you, Shrub. There was something else that I wanted to mention. One of the Deku Shrubs, the ones that were just hopping around just now, their name was gonna be Hobbit. And that's a little bit of news that we found out recently in a recent interview. Well, I guess an old interview back when Ocarina of Time was still a brand new game. But in an old issue of Nintendo Dream, which is the Japanese magazine, where they interviewed Shigeru Miyamoto, newly translated, because back then, translation was just a little bit off. But now that it's been better translated in the year 2023, one of the notes said that, one of the Deku Shrubs, the guys that pop out of the bushes here, was going to be called Hobbit. Like their name was going to be Hobbit. So it's sort of like a reference to Lord of the Rings. Now seeing Lord of the Rings has shot up to popularity. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome to pay a little tribute to the series in some shape or form, because, Legend of Zelda being a fantasy, a fantasy story, and, it would pay tribute to that. The Tolkien fantasy. Alright, here we go. First boss. There she is, right up there. So you can probably walk around and avoid her, but once we get to the center, that's when she wakes up. Alright. We're gonna make use of the nuts. We got all full everything. Here we go. The only POV view of the monster here. Or I guess it's like not really POV, but kind of almost similar. There are some bushes around that you can cut so you can get some items and whatnot. And I'll probably grab some more once we defeat the boss. So let's relive this moment. We gotta look up, right? Yes. Parasitic armored arachnid, Goma. Whoa. Oh, I feel like I should do that next time. Goma. It's one of the parasitic monsters inside the Deku Tree. Its eye is vulnerable when it's red. Yeah, normally I would just once it's down and it's strikeable, I'll just use a sword. Or else it'll just drop their babies. I would just go like this. Oh, there we go. We hurt ourselves trying to strike that. The rumble. Disintegrated. Incinerated. I was trying to get the first-person view, but there we go. Now we can look at it. Do 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 do. There's the heart container. Let's grab some of the items here first. Yeah, there's a very shiny heart that pops out. And the colors look so bright on this Switch version. Like it's clear. It's just 100%, you know. How it should be. The only thing missing about this edition is the Master Quest mode. But of course, you know, this is based on the original N64 version. I love that heart container image on the far left. Got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. There we go. We got 4 hearts now. Imagine doing all these quests with just 3 hearts. Like finishing the entire game with just 3 hearts. That would be great. Alright, here we go. It's time to let the cinematic play for a little bit. Well done, Link. Ba, 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 ba. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? What if he's like, no? Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Oh, there's Ganondorf. The evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find a divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Yeah. It was this part here where I played the game up to in that Walmart kiosk. The golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Blue, pink, green. Din, the goddess of power. Naryu, the goddess of wisdom. Furor, the goddess of courage. Furor or Furore? Man, the rumbling on this controller is great. Naryu poured her wisdom into the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Oh my gosh, that skybox. Pharaoh, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Oh man, the rumble. There's the Triforce. The 3 great goddesses. Their labor is completed. The golden sacred triangles remain at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of a world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. So there's a little bit more lore to the whole Triforce, the origin of the Triforces. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man, with his evil heart, to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast a death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve me. Do not grieve for me. I've been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link just sat there. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. So, I guess, would Princess of Destiny be the equivalent name for Princess Zelda? Princess of Destiny, yeah. And again, that reminds me of Back to the Future again. You know how McFly's dad, like Marty's dad, in the past would approach his mother. He was like, "You are my destiny," or "You are my density." Yeah. So he meant to say destiny, but it's like density. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast a curse on me. Yeah. Oh, nice. We got the first gems, or what do you call it? Pendants. I love the green glow there. Whoa, how come this looks a lot different? The green part of this gem looks a lot different from what I remember. It used to be less noisy looking in the textures. It was more solid looking. I'll have to like boot up the N64 cartridge to see, because I don't remember it looking like this. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Oh no. The rumble. There goes Deku Tree. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku Tree. And then remain the Deku Tree, deep in Kokiri Forest. Hey, Link, what do you do? What did you do? The great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Alright, can check the rest of these houses. I think we'll try to get to either Hyrule Castle or maybe Kakariko Village. We'll hang out around there for a little bit. And then we'll probably close out for tonight. We'll see. Doom doom doom. Oh, look at Link. Dun 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 dun. House of Twins. Do 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 do. Link, are you going to go away? Ba-ba. Alright, got in there already. I think we've got in here already. Let's go to the top. I think there's probably a spot where we can climb across or something like that. Yeah, you gotta like use the Z targeting to walk across the bridge correctly. Man, I remember using the zoom in button and zoom in on our face. Oh, hello. What did you do to the great Giga Tree? Bum bum ba bum 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 bum. Oh, maybe we should open these up, huh? Whoa, look how shiny that blue rupee is compared to what we get from the outside. That is a fancy looking blue rupee. You got a blue rupee. That's 5 rupees. Wow, now that is a very shiny, fancy looking green rupee. Dun 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 dun. Hey, what are you doing in my house? Grabbing rupees. Another blue. Whoop. Bump, 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 bump. Recovery heart. I think that's all that's here, right? Let's take one good look at our house one last time. Is there a walnut up there? Oh, it's a mushroom. Nice. I didn't notice that before. Oh, we also need a save, too. Pots. Gotta break those pots. Ooh. Link's records. Spiders squished? 3. Largest fish caught? 0 palms. Man, I remember I would spend like the entire afternoon just fishing over at the Hylian Pond, or what's it called? Because they would loop around the Kakariko Village theme song at that area, and that was like my favorite of all the Zelda tunes at the time. Marathon time, horse race time, horseback archery. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough one too. It's kind of like the arrow minigame in Link to the Past. So up there will be the path to the Lost Woods, which I probably won't go to yet. We have to head out this way. We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? Not if you're brave. I mean, Link does have the power of courage, so it's up to him to save Hyrule. Forest folk should not leave these woods, says the sign. Oh, here we go, cinematic. Oh, you're leaving. That's right, Saria. I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Link. Because you are different from me and my friends. But that's okay. Because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Please take good care of it. And for a moment there, it looks so like peach colored, but normally it would be brown colored, like how it looks there. It's just that one cinematic, it just makes it look like it's like a peach colored ocarina. Just like the peach on the top left corner with my Switch avatar. You received a fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Saria. Set it to C and press C to start playing it. Alright, you can do that. You can play different notes with A and 4 C buttons. Press B to quit playing or start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. I think we probably learned the Lost Woods theme. I like this little part. He slowly steps back and then he runs. And then fade to black. No dialogue after that. Now we see Hyrule Field out in the open. This is, to us back then, it was so vast. Like seeing this open field, you know, for the first time, a 3D Zelda, man. Such an exciting time back then. What? Huh. The owl's not there. Let me see if I can enable this. I still remember some of these tunes. Let me see. Song of Storms. That's a Epona song, I think. You try it again. I forgot which one was the Zelda one. Oh. There you go. There was a certain pattern that I use for the Scarecrow song, and it's pretty much just the Zelda theme song in reverse. That's how I played it. That's the tune that I set for the Scarecrow song. Personally, that's how I played my Ocarina of Time back then. Man, I don't remember any other song. It's just those 2 or 3. But I just remember using those a lot. Oh, there he is. Ha! He's staring right at us. Link, you are off to your adventure. Hoot, hoot! Link, look up here. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you will see Hyrule Castle. You will meet a princess there. If you are lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and Z or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you will see a flashing dot showing showing you which way you should go next. Did you get all that? Alright then. I'll see you around. Hoot hoot hoo hoo. So another thing to add to this. Yeah, Kapora Gebora, right? So this is another little bit that they got from that new translation of the old interview that they had on Nintendo Dream, that they uncovered or retranslated recently. Like this was like about a month ago, or not even a month ago, like a couple weeks ago. And so along with the Deku Shrub almost being called Hobbit, which was going to be a reference to Lord of the Rings, or just possibly, this guy here, the Big Owl, Kapora Gebora, was gonna transform into, gosh, what's his name? The King of Hyrule, because this is basically his form, his transformed form, in the same way that, you know, so and so transforms into Sheik, you know, which will appear later in the game. So this would be his, you know, animal form, but they scrapped it out because they didn't have time or space to include it in the game, because they were at a crunch time in developing this game for the Ultra 64 or Project Reality, which was the code name for the N64 at the time. Project Reality, Ultra 64, which was known mostly to the public, but in some of the articles of old game magazines from way back when, whether you read Game Pro magazine or Electronic Gaming Monthly, which I used to have or still have some of, or even Nintendo Power, I think they would especially mention Ultra 64, but I think it was a little after Project Reality. But during development time, during the Super Nintendo era, like, it was Project Reality, which was the term that they use for the next Nintendo system that was going to step into the 3D world, or 3D engine games. So this was that era. Yeah, Project Reality, and then Ultra 64 was supposedly the actual name. Oh, I remember those things. Those giant plants pop out and they spin around like helicopters. The blades would cut you. But I don't think we can take them out yet. Sun is starting to fall down. Lon Ranch. You know, I feel like we should head to Lon Ranch real quick and then maybe gain the Epona song so we can travel a little faster. Oh my gosh, this vast world. Oh, we got some enemies. Oh my gosh, that thing's coming. Stop us. Yeah. Look at that. Get those guys. Notice how there's like a wolf sound that pops up when those skeleton dudes pop up. It's like a wolf sound instead. Okay, I remember these trees, and you roll into them. Whoops. Gosh. Like, either hearts pop out or something. Let's see. Huh, nothing for that tree. I remember going, like, tree to tree in this entire field, rolling into each one and see what pops out. Because there was a lot of secrets in these Nintendo games. It's all about the secrets. Alright, let me go over. I think there was like a couple trees that we passed. Nope. Oh, yeah, the roof pops out. It disappears so quickly. Yeah, let's roll into this one. I even roll into the bigger ones there. Sometimes there would be like a gold sculpture hidden in the trees. Can't get too close to that or else. Ooh. Oh my god, did I just get hit? Oh, it's coming. Yeah, those things are dangerous. Okay, it's not following us anymore. It's digging itself back. Oh, look at him! He's up there in the tree now. It's nice to, like, look around and see what's where. Hoot, hoot, hoot! He's kind of like, he reminds me a lot of, Blathers from Animal Crossing. Yeah. Nintendo games would have, like, you know, big owls. The owls are not what they seem. Pinch, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you catch the reference, good for you. You know, let's, I forgot which way is the Lawton Ranch. I think it's up there. Oh, look at the sun. Yeah, I can't wait to get Epona. '85. What a great year. 1985. Like Back to the Future. The Breakfast Club. The Goonies. Jem and the Holograms. G.I. Joe. Oh man, I should come back to this when it's like sunset. Because I'm not sure if the sun would still be out and about. Oh man, it's getting a lot hotter. Summertime, and we're getting like sub 70-degree weather, 70 degree Fahrenheit and 80 degrees. We got cows and horses in this building. Oh, Luigi. Notice how he's like wearing green and white? It's like a fire Luigi. What? What are you doing hanging around here? You little weirdo. I'm Mingo, and I mind the ranch. I've been working at this ranch for a long time, for that lazy bum of Talon. Today, for example, he's gone somewhere for a delivery, and he hasn't come back yet. So I'm doing all the work around here. Oh well, it's tough to be a working man. Your Talon, wasn't Talon also the one that appears at Hyrule Castle? Like, he would later walk up to Hyrule Castle, like, towards the backside, and then I think he offers you, like, a bottle of milk or something like that. Before you step inside. The cuckoos! Of course, just like in A Link to the Past, the more you attack the cuckoos, you know, a gang of them would pop up on the screen and then start attacking you. You can also... Oh! I want to, do like a glide. There we go. Oh, there's a bucket up there. Bucket of bags. Do do. Bop, bop, bop. Oh my gosh! How am I supposed to get that now? No! Oh. Low battery. Oh. Yeah, that's even more telling that I gotta... Should probably end this soon. We gotta put we put a good 3-hour session in. The first hour being the unboxing, re-unboxing of it. Take a look in this. Dun dun. You know what? Let me wait until it's like daytime, then I'll come back into this. Do 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 do. Ooh, 3 rupees. Oh wow, I got through both of them. Oh hey there, E.T. Hey, listen. Stall child. Oh, so these are like the smaller versions of the Stalfos. I forgot what they were called in A Link to the Past. The big one would be called Stalfos, but the small ones were something else. Unless it's like Stalfos for the small ones, and then the big ones would be like Great Stalfos or something. Who knows? Don't be afraid of the Stall child. Just attack repeatedly. Alright. It's morning time. Let's go into Lala Ranch. Oh, it doesn't do a charge up yet until we have the Master Sword. Ingle. Oh, it's tough to be a working man. Oh. Whoa, look at that sun over there. The great Deku Tree wanted us to go to visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Should we get going? Alright, hold on, Navi. Oh, wasn't there a gold Skulltula here? Yes, there we go. Spooter! Yeah, sometimes there'll be trees with hidden gold Skulltulas about, so it's good to roll into each one. There's some that are underground as well. Oh, look at that cinematic. Destroy a gold Skulltula. That token proven you destroyed it. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Wonder if we have to wait for the other guy to arrive, or... Huh. Maybe we can't do anything here yet until we've done the Hyrule stuff. Yeah, because Malon's not here yet. Alright. Let's head on over to Kakariko Village. And then we'll call it there. I guess we'll explore a little bit. Maybe we'll check out the graveyard. There's the morning song. That way there's towards the Zora, or not Zora, the Lake Hylia, I think, and Garuda. Here's the sign. The opening cinematic with Zelda coming out of the castle took place right here. Yeah, took place right at the bridge there, the drawbridge. Yeah, you gotta bomb that rock over there too. There'll be a hole inside. We gotta drop down to. Hylian text. You are here, Hyrule Castle. This way to Lon Ranch. Probably shouldn't go there yet. I do want to check out Kakariko Village first, because that is where the owl is at. Nothing there. Zora's domain is towards that way. Hey, Link! Wait a second, friend! Beyond this point, you will find Kakariko Village. Have you seen the Princess of Hyrule? If not, I suggest you go to the castle. Do you want to hear what I just said? Link, you're the only one who can complete the quest ahead. You must do your best. Whoo! And off he goes. Man, the texture's on that guy, though. Yeah, I can definitely, imagine there'll be like a cinematic that they could fit somewhere in the middle of this game, where they would reveal, the other alter ego for, Gerbora. Here's Kakariko Village, Death Mountain Trail, starting point. Just go into here and then maybe we'll settle there for now. Oh man, I love this music. Ding dong, ding dong. I'm a clock soldier of Kakariko. The current time is 13:56. I guess they're going by military time, huh? Hello there, son. Zelda's attendant, the great Impa, opened this village to the common people. We have only a small population now, but someday this place will be as lively as Hyrule Castle Town. Oh yes, it will. Climb up the stairs at the north end of the village to find a trail that leads up to Death Mountain. But you need the king's permission to actually go up the mountain. Oh yeah, there's something that we had to deliver to this guy to get like a piece of heart or something like that. I am the boss of the carpenters that Impa hired to improve this village and make it into a true city. But young men these days don't have any ambition. Do you know what I mean, kid? My workers are just running aimlessly around the village, and they're not even making any progress at all. Even my own son doesn't have a job. And he just wanders around all day. They're all worthless, I tell ya. There's a sun over there. I think they do something different at nighttime, though. I think once nighttime falls, this guy goes into one of the buildings, I think to the left of him. All day long, we are working on many construction projects in the village. It's going to take a while before everything is done. Our boss works us very hard. There's the well. We can fall down as well, and I think there would be another dungeon down there. We gotta empty the water first or something like that. This building's unfinished. This house over here would be the one with the golden sculptulas, I think. Try to find the way in. Did this one? Check it out real quick. Yes, House of Skulltula. Ooh, creepy vibe. I think he just follows around. Yep. We all look like this because of the spider's curse. If every spider of the curse in the entire world were destroyed, the curse would be broken. When you destroy a spider of the curse, a token will appear. Collect it as proof of your achievement. The number next to this icon on the quest status subscreen indicates how many spiders of the curse you have destroyed so far. When this icon is displayed next to the name of the area on the map subscreen, there are no more spiders in that area. Okay, so when the icon is displayed, I see, nice. Look for them not only out in the open, but also inside the dungeons. Of course, this is just Audrey. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you break the curse on my family, we will make you very rich. So yeah, we have to get a certain amount delivered to this guy, and then in return, he would give you the big wallet upgrade, so you can carry more rupees and stuff. So 999, I think, is the max. Let's see what he says here. Oh, that's it. Oh, he's got a whole family here. Totally forgot about that. Yarg, I'm cursed. No worries, I'll help you. Yarg, I'm cursed. Yarg, I'm cursed. Have we spoke with this one already? I'm cursed. Alright. Do 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 do. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember this lady. She's the one with the cuckoos. Gotta bring all the cookies to the nest. What should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away. You, little boy, please help me bring them back to this pen. Yeah. There's like 3 or I don't know how many there are. They might be 10 or something like that. And there's like some that's hidden like all around. I think the toughest one to get is this one over here, if I recall. I remember trying to get this guy so many times, and that would be the toughest one. There's one over there. Yeah, once you get a cuckoo, you can just float around and stuff. There's one hidden in this box, I think. Yeah, that's why there's an icon right there. Go check out the gate guy before we end it. Another one over here. The road is closed beyond this point. Can you read the sign over there? Yeah. Oh, I see. You're just a kid. You can't read yet. Ha ha ha. You gotta test out the anger. You gotta push out the anger on that rock. Death Mountain, no passage without a royal decree. Alright, let's go climb that tower, and then we'll look across the horizon as we shut down for tonight. Oh, I forgot about the guy on the roof. I think that guy on the roof offers a heart too, if I recall. Whoa, there's butterflies up here. So you don't have the net anymore in this. I remember playing this for the first time, and coming from A Link to the Past, how we have the bug net in that, And I remember seeing these butterflies and thinking like, wow, I wonder if there's going to be a bug net in this game, so we can possibly catch the bugs in this. Yeah, there's the butterflies. Alright, so I think that's it. I may possibly come back to this next Friday. We'll see. That is if I don't have anything else to play. But right now my controller is running out of battery. I'll have to recharge this through a USB and yeah, USB-C. I can find the cable. It's right next to me and it's already attached to the Switch, but this is a little reminder that I do have to finish this game or wrap up this stream session. So this will be a start of a new playlist that will be on YouTube and Twitch. And here's the command to find each of those Zelda related playlists. There you go. Alright, I'll pin this as well, just in case folks miss this session and they can catch up on all the things. Alright, thanks all for joining in. We did a little unboxing, re-unboxing of this. It's my childhood copy of Ocarina of Time. There's my childhood Nintendo 64 system and the cartridges over there as well. Angle it up a little bit. Gold controller. I couldn't get it to boot up, which is why we're resorted to playing the version that is on the Switch, because it's more convenient and I get to use the you know, the Switch Online Plus version of the N64 controller, which works great. I love the rumble, and you know, no wires, it's all wireless, which is great. I wish they could have released this back during the Wii era or the Wii U even, so we could play, you know, Virtual Console release with the rumble and stuff, but that version didn't have rumble, unfortunately. At least until they put out the Wii U Virtual Console version. Alright, so I'm going to take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your night and or day. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.